Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to go ahead and pick some cards to see what's going on in this connection. How is your person feeling about you? What would they say to you? Where is this headed? Any other messages we can get from the cards here. Really excited to be using my Desi Princess Tarot deck, which is now out for sale on my website. Okay, you can find my website in the link in the bio, and it'll be literally the first link on my website. Okay, so if you want these cards, it's officially for sale. Okay, I know. Okay, so this was just like my prototype. The cover on the actual card deck that I'm selling is a little bit different. Some of the cards are a little bit different too. Most of them are similar, but yeah, if this is something that you want to buy, again, the link where you can buy that will be in the description box below. This was inspired by Bollywood, Indian, Desi, Middle Eastern culture. You'll see like a lot of these, a lot of these cards take place in the desert. Okay, this was inspired by my like travels to the desert, and yeah, I really like this. It's also kind of like inspired by myself because some of these cards have like, or like the characters on the card have like similar features to me. I highly recommend people do that. Okay, like make a card deck, make something that's like a homage to yourself. What better self-concept is there than doing that, right? So yeah. Okay, anyways, I will for real go ahead and pick some cards to see what's going on in this connection. How is your person feeling about you? What would they say to you? Where is this headed? And again, any other messages we can get. Okay, so we got the Knight of Pentacles. I really like this card. Okay, I feel like this is such an underrated card because this to me always reminds me of like slow and steady wins the race, right? Remember that story with the turtle and the hare, like, the hare was winning, or the rabbit or whatever was winning, but then the rabbit kind of like slacked off a little bit, but the turtle kept going. Okay, this reminds me of that quote, doesn't matter, it's by Confucius. I feel like a lot of you know where I'm getting at. Doesn't matter how slow you go as long as you don't stop. So I feel like something is in the works here. Like this person is thinking about making you an offer. Maybe they don't even consciously know what they're gonna offer you. Okay, there's something brewing in there. I don't know if what you guys missed. It like disconnected for a second. Also, I'm in New York and it's snowing. Okay, first snow, which is really exciting. But yeah, anyways, my point. Again, I'm just gonna go back to what I was saying before. Knight of Pentacles. This person is making you a steady offer. This reminds me of like when people back in the day would ask like, oh, will you go steady with me? I don't know why I'm getting like Fuller House vibes, and I'm watching Dynasty on Netflix, and I just finished watching the episode where Blake and his son Adam start singing Everybody Wants to Rule the World. I'm getting like vintage vibes, like maybe someone's into like the 80s 70s type of vibe, or someone's gonna get invited to some theme party or something like that. But yeah, I am seeing slow and steady, like, wins the race here. And I'm not saying this is like happening slowly. I'm not saying this has to take like months for your connection to manifest, but I am seeing, though, you guys, like quality over quantity. Okay, like sometimes, and again, I know this is a limiting belief, but good things do take time. But I really do feel like when this connection comes in, when this person comes in, it's going to be a lot better than you expect it. Like I really do feel like your person has a plan for a future with you, and I feel like whatever's happening right now, even if you think it's going the opposite, even if you're triggered, even if you're just like, what the heck, like this is triggering, I'm almost demotivated, I don't even know why I'm watching this video, I don't even know if I want my person anymore. I feel like you're gonna understand why you went through what you did. You're gonna understand, like looking back, you're gonna be at a point in your life where you're gonna be like, oh, looking back in retrospect, I'm glad things worked out the way that they did. I give this example in a lot of my videos, but the current job that I have, I'm so happy that I have it, and I'm so glad that I actually got rejected by other jobs. Like actually some companies even like ghosted me, and like their salary offer wasn't nearly as high as like what I have now and what I had when I first started working. And I'm not saying like you can't get this person. I'm just saying that I feel like the universe has your back. Real ones know that you are the universe, but your spirit guides, your angels, whatever you believe in, resonate with, like they know what's happening. Like it's all coming together. This also reminds me of an analogy that I read in one of my favorite books of all time, A Happy Pocket Full of Money. You guys, if you want to get better at manifesting, if you want to get rich, if you want to, be abundant, read that book, A Happy Pocket Full of Money. I know it says, it has the word money, and it's not just about money. It has so much great advice about manifestation and life in general and the principles of manifesting, okay? But I remember there was an analogy in that book about a football field. So when you're on the football field, the point that you're at versus the point that you're getting to, right? Like you'll see like, all all the obstacles in the way, and maybe you can't even see the point B, okay, like point A to point B. But when you're sitting on the stands, right, like when you're in the crowd, like watching, you know, the football game, like point A to point B, you can see everything. Like you have a clear picture of what's going on. That to me is kind of like living in the 5D or the 4D or whatever you want to call it. In the 3D is like being on the football field. You might not be able to see everything just yet, but when you look at it from the perspective of like someone who's like, you know, looking over things, right, like that's also kind of like you know, that reminds me of like the image that I had of like, you know, God, or like, you know, whoever's whatever like spiritual force is making things happen, which I now have a completely different idea of. But like I used to think like, okay, you know, there's someone out there that can just like see everything, like see what's happening, see the bigger picture of things. So that's what I'm like, I feel like your person wants to like, you know, like look at the bigger picture of things. If there's a message that you know, your higher self wants to give you, their higher self, their self even wants to give you, that maybe they haven't even realized yet consciously, is that look at the bigger picture. Like I really feel like, you know, everything that is happening is the bridge of incidents that's going to lead this person back to you, and for good. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles is someone who is here to stay, someone who wants to like heal, grow, improve. I mean, it's not exactly the king or queen yet, but you know, they can get there, right? This is a lot better than like, you know, the Two of Pentacles, right? So yeah, like I really do feel like there's a lot of movement happening that you might not see. Like maybe in the 3D it feels like things are moving really slow, like time is just stretching, but behind the scenes, like in the spiritual world, things happen fast. The minute you say you want something, you already have it, because everything's already done. Every single thing that you've thought of, every single manifestation, you know, that you could think of, like, oh, I'm rich, I'm a billionaire, I'm a millionaire, that possibility exists. Okay, I mean, I always end up talking about manifestation, even though this is a love reading, but my point is like it exists in the 5D. The 3D sometimes needs some time to catch up, although that doesn't always have to be the case, but it will eventually catch up. Okay, yeah, so we got the Four of Swords. So I definitely feel like, you guys, this is the time to really take care of yourself, to engage in self-care if you haven't already, although I feel like a lot of you are doing that. That's why this card came up, because the Four of Swords is someone who goes into rest, or like, you know, someone who goes into solitude and just works on themselves. This has to do with like meditation, contemplation, rest, reflection. I also feel like that's what your person is doing. I feel like you're mirroring each other's energy right now. Okay, I feel like you started the self-care you know, thing, regimen, your journey, and like your person is like following that. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you could be trendsetters, you could be leaders. Maybe you post on social media and, you know, people follow you, or like, okay, this person, sometimes my phone just like randomly, my camera just randomly like stops. I hope like nothing got disconnected or interrupted, but oh my god, I lost my train of thought. Wow, okay, yeah, so this person, you guys, like they really respect you, and they respect everything you have to say, and they take your words very seriously. Like I feel like even if you gave this person like, you know, like the most randomest of advice, like they take that to heart. I really feel like they care a lot about how you perceive them. And I feel like I'm not saying like they're slow, but like maybe, you know, it takes some time for people to really like catch on, like, you know, the whole aspect of prefrontal cortex, right? Like some people hit a certain age and it develops, but some people, you know, they already had that maturity before that, right? Like you could be with like I saw this quote that said, you know, you could be with a man that's 35 that's still a lot more immature than, you know, a guy who's 25. Like it really has less to do with age and like, you know, material physical things as much as it has to do with sense of self, and, you know, just who you are, you know, deep down. Like I really feel like you awaken something within this person. Like I feel like at times they were a little bit immature, but after seeing you, after seeing your growth, after feeling your growth energetically, they want to mature for you, for this connection. I feel like you sort of like changed the game up for them. You changed something within them. Maybe like, I feel like they know that deep down. They have realized it. Maybe they haven't told you yet, or maybe they have yet to like fully realize it, but one day they're going to come back to you and be like, you know what, you were right about everything. And like, they're going to thank you for that, because you awakened something within them. And I feel like they want to be with someone like that. Like I'm not saying like you're their savior or anything, but like you really like changed so much in their life. Like this connection altered their brain chemistry, and I feel like that's one of the reasons why they're still so energetically attracted to you, even if you're not talking right now, even if you're in this period of separation right now. Okay, so Yeah, let's go ahead and pick a couple more cards, and I'm gonna go ahead and pick some love oracle cards. Yeah, we got the 8 of Swords. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing like, you know, insecurities, feeling trapped. I feel like this person definitely had commitment issues. Maybe they felt like, okay, if I'm in a relationship, I'm gonna feel trapped, I can't get out, I'm gonna feel bad. What if I break, like, you know, maybe like they thought, okay, like what if like I get bored and I want to leave. Like that's just how they think all the time, like not just with you. Like I feel like in the beginning they might have thought that, but then they're the ones that got addicted to you. Like they're just like, wait, like what if they leave me? Like they started getting a little bit insecure that you would leave them, that you would realize like who they were and you'd find better. Like I'm not saying like, oh, who they were, like they're a bad person, no, but like you know, they were kind of putting their best foot forward. Pause. Okay, again, I got the pause due to connection thing. Yeah, like they were putting their, you know, best foot forward, and I'm seeing something to do with bluff. Like I feel like, you know, they felt they were hoping you wouldn't call them out on their bluff, because like, you know, they were acting like they're a good person, okay? But I do feel like, you know, maybe they were being like overly nice to make up for something within them that they know kind of needed to be healed. And this was more of a subconscious process. And I feel like imposter syndrome, like this person has imposter syndrome when it comes to love and relationships, okay? Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. I feel like someone here is definitely like an avoidant, okay? Avoidant attachment style. But I do feel like there was some insecurity on their part that like, oh my gosh, like what if I get my heart broken? Which like they weren't thinking in the beginning. They're like, well, okay, what if I break this person's heart? But then like you captivated them, you enticed them, like you magnetized them to you, and like the tables turned, okay? Yeah, let's go and pick one more card, and I'm gonna go and pick some love oracle cards. Okay, I love this. Yeah, we got the Hierophant. I love this so much, you guys. The Hierophant represents traditional relationships, structure, marriage, okay? Like I feel like, you know, and also maturity. Like I always see the Hierophant as someone who's very mature, someone who like, you know, people go to advice for, you know, go to seek advice from. This reminds me of like the community tutor, like the community guru. Like I don't know why, I just like thought of like you know, I'm Indian, and like there's this whole thing about like, you know, yogis sitting under the tree, like a banyan tree, and like, you know, people go to them for advice, okay? Or like, you know, going to like a scholar for advice, like in modern day age, like, you know, like someone just sitting at a library and someone's going to them, be like, hey, like can you give me some advice? Like, that sometimes like how your person perceives you. Like I feel like a lot of people come to you for advice, a lot of people think you're really smart and wise, including this person, but like I'm seeing like growth and maturity is definitely happening on their end here, okay? I definitely feel like, you know, they like this connection is what's gonna help them, like, you know, transform from like boy to man, or like girl to woman, or whatever, you know, genders they associate with. Like you get the point, like from someone who's a little bit immature to someone who is more mature, okay, to say the least. So that's really exciting. That's really exciting. Like I myself have personally felt this. I feel like a lot of you have felt this as well. I feel like that was this person for you too. Like I feel like this person came into your life and made you realize that you should want more out of love and relationships. You should want more for yourself. You should have higher standards for yourself. I really feel like it was this person, and maybe one or two, you know, people before this person that helped you realize that, okay? So that's why this person is also very special to you, and you're special to them. Energy really goes both ways here. I have no idea how this video is going to turn out because this paused like 4 times, so I hope it's not too broken. Okay, yeah, let's go and pick some love oracle cards. I wish you were here with me. I want to see you again, okay? Like I really do. I know this person misses you. Like they miss you, especially if it's been a while since you've talked. They're gonna do something to get, you know, come back into your life. I thought of love before, but I didn't know what real love was until I met you. So like, you know, we all have like that puppy love, and then we have like the first love, that one person you dated at 19 who was terrible, that broke your heart, you know. Then we like meet a couple people after that, and then like, you know, we grow, mature as adults, and then like, you know, like when you have a better sense of self, that's when you're able to really attract, you know, better love, right? So I mean, that's not the case for everyone. Some people, like, you know, they're married to their high school sweethearts, you know, they're married to whoever they dated in college, and they grew and matured together. But I feel like for a lot of you guys, you know, like you have a higher sense of self, and because of that, you're attracting like a much better version of this person. I feel like you were a completely different person before this person, and then after this person, and same with this person. This person feels the same way about you too. Yeah, we also got, I'm coming towards you. I can't bear the pain of the separation anymore. You guys, you're magnetizing this person. Like you're addictive, captivating, hypnotic, like you're irresistible, irreplaceable. This person is definitely coming in, okay? And they're coming in like I said, like the Hierophant version of them. Like they literally went from 8 of Swords to Hierophant, or they're gonna do that. So that's really exciting. Okay, I do want to let you know there's a self-concept challenge going on Patreon, where I give you self-concept affirmations to script and robotically affirm to manifest your specific person. And it also helps in other areas of life. This isn't all just for a person. Like I want you to understand that manifestation, even though I talk about specific person a lot on my channel, it can be and it should be applied to every single aspect of your life. I know a lot of people, when they start manifesting specific people love, they experience a lot of abundance in other areas of life, okay, which as they should. And then I also have a signs challenge going on my Patreon, where I give you signs to look out for, okay? And, you know, if we see those signs, if anyone in the group sees those signs, that means everyone in the group saw that sign, okay? Thus using the group's collective power to amplify and accelerate our individual manifestations. And what else? Yeah, I'm also bringing back the extended readings. So I'm going to start doing more pick a pal readings, and then uploading the extended versions of those readings where I pick initials and also give you manifestation advice. And all of that will be available on my Patreon for $5 a month. Okay, $5 a month, okay, for unlimited, all of that. Okay, and you can also check out the past posts. I have like probably at least 200 posts on there. So yeah, it'll definitely keep you busy and on track with your manifestations. I also offer in-depth hair readings as well as manifestation coaching, and I also custom make subliminal. So if you're interested in any of these services, check out the description box below, where you will find my website, and you can sign up for those services through my website. Okay, so yeah, I will go ahead and end the reading right here. I really hope this helped, and yeah, I will see you all next time. Thank you so much.